Welcome to the exciting match of the Screaming Seagulls versus Juxie's team. Now this is going to be one hell of a matchup here on Koth Lakeside as both teams get ready to do their rollouts. Rohi Mig with a jump over to the mid. He's first to the point by a significant amount, beating highly out to the mid. But that speed isn't as important as getting the spam and positioning. In the meanwhile, we see Jeff duking it out with the spy in the lake house, and we have the fight at the mid fight. I don't know. Piggy's getting some damage in, but taking damage himself on the mid. Fighting for this mid point. Eco getting chased down by the scout, destroyed by Rohi. The unfaltering aim. We don't have the pyro on the Screaming Seagulls right now, but that's not enough to stop. What you got? Juxie's. Nice shot, Ethan. Quite the spot for the sniper class to be. Speaking of the spy and the sniper class here, Ethan gets a little stab to the asshole and goes down here in Bathhouse. Screaming Seagulls holding Bathhouse strong in the corner, making sure no one can contest it. It's a very, very powerful place to be. Ethan watching over them in spirit. We see a far side congestion and an Uber in from the Screaming Seagulls to combat that as they rush in there to just decimate the blue team. Juxie's team falling at the sight of the shiny red players. Piggy's might be a bit too deep. Rohi Mig as well. They both go down after a very extending Uber push. Getting 3 in the process, but losing their demo and their scout in the result. Now you've got the pyromedic here, and they are just going to want to get out as they don't have the damage to sustain their position. The dispenser probably isn't going to live. That's tragic. Blue takes the point here. Screaming Seagulls recoup at their spawn here, gathering their players, mustering their strength, detailing their battle plans as they push right side. They're going to have to contest the soldier here. Never mind. He fucked out of there. Now in the meanwhile, they've got the engineer running back for the spy. Great distraction plays. The Screaming Seagulls are looking for a far place. Heavy's trying to get the head glitch. The blue team, Juxies, they run with an Uber. They get the combo, decimating the scout and the demo man, leaving Jeff and Soldier to fight this on their own. Red Charge goes in. He doesn't have much HP, but he just wants them bitches out of there. Piggy's is like, I got your back, brother. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. We're going to recoup. Get your plays together. Recontest this, looking like we're going to go through main. Rohi seems to be making the call to go far right. And that's looking like what they're going to be rolling out. Unfortunately, they do have Spy and Soldier watching far right, so the play is not very sneaky. But they aren't able to contest it as all their players are in ruins. A big bomb in from Fish. Fish dies. And now we have a right side push in with the combo. But they're being wrapped around. Scout is behind, pressuring Red Charge. Is able to successfully pressure him out. I had a granola bar, my throat's all dry. Bomb in from Juxie on the medic. He gets the medic. That's going to be uber disadvantage for the Screaming Seagulls as this push was unsuccessful in recouping their losses here on the mid. I wonder if we can get any value out of this spy pick here. We are not very healthy on the spy. This needs to be a stab or nothing. He goes for the engineer. Doesn't get the engineer. It's tragic. I've been there. We see Piggy's with some really great forward pressure, making space for the combo to run up here. Rohi Mig getting some big sticks and some pipes in there. And the Uber comes out for the side of Juxie's team, and they're just running down the Screaming Seagulls. Jeff with a great post behind here on the obelisk. Fish dies to something. Screaming Seagulls have a good spot, but there's a wraparound from the Heavy on Ruins. It's devastating. Ethan goes down, and then they still have this Heavy here on Bridge, who is on fire. But that's going to be a lot of attention distracted towards dealing with that Heavy as the Screaming Seagulls try to retake this midpoint here. Rohi Mig fighting this on his own. He doesn't have a lot of support. Goes down. Jeff now fighting 3 of them. But as goated as Jeff may be, a 1v4 is not favorable. We see a small recontestation here with the NG Soldier Medic. It's not a lot, but it's about the best you can ask for when the combo classes, damage classes are down. Gage walks up. They don't have Uber. And that's going to be round 1 to go to Juxie's team. What kind of a rollout will we be expecting this time? Another main rollout. Demo Man quick to the point, get some damage in. He's very healthy due to an arrow from Eco. We see Fish fighting for his life, dies. He dies to the detonator. We have some big contention here at it's fucking Bathhouse here. It's looking like Juxie's team is going to be the one to take control. Meanwhile, we did lose Rohi and Scout. So it's looking like point goes to Juxie's team here. Jeff obliterates the medic, or the pyro, but unfortunately there is a spy there, and the spy gets him. That's a scary thing to see when you're eating a sandwich, just a spy cloaking right there. See Gage poking on point here. See Fish versus Juxie in the bathhouse. I wonder if Fish realizes there's a spy there. Oh, demo down for the side of Juxie's team. Medic down on the side of Screaming Seagulls, though, so Rohi and Gage at half HP really can't contest this very safely. Gage goes in, makes some space for Demo to get some sticks into the bathhouse. But with that fire burning, that's a really scary spot to be. You're really just one tick away from death. And a clutch sandwich from Jeff! My name is Jeff! Saves Rohi at the last second. But it may be a short-lived life as... Oh, never mind. We get some huge plays from both teams' spies, dropping, I think, both teams' medics. And the wraparound, unfortunately, whoever's shooting first on heavy is generally the person to win it. Fish jumps in, Fish jumps out. Red places sentry, Red runs away. It's a tough time to be fighting on ruins. Red actually gets control here. Forces them out slowly. The sniper's playing close, the heavy's playing close. Red is in a scary spot, but the whole team is here to back him up. Some good spam, good pressure, but that heavy there, he's just very scary. Fish is now burning and low on HP, and I think he just dies. Oh, he gets out. Now, you don't want to be dropping too many players here. You want to get as much pressure as you can to this team in Bathhouse and hopefully force them out as much as you can and take control of what you can. Jeff, unfortunately, goes down to the soldier and some more spam. Now Rohi trying to get the HP to contest this mid here, but it's looking like it's not going to happen for Rohi. They do pop Ooper on the scout to try to get what they can. Eco does not want to commit as far in as the scout is, which is almost certainly for the safety of his life. Ooh. A wraparound engineer drops Eco. An unfortunate time to lose your medic, that's for certain. 30 seconds left on the timer for the first half. Jeff holding Bathhouse. Red charge goes to contest, hopefully looking to cap point here. The whole blue team is pushing in from ruins with a Kritzkrieg, obliterating anybody who is in Bathhouse. Now, can they hold on despite this heavy coming in with... Oh, Heavy's doing a full wraparound. Ethan drops the heavy. That's no heavy on the side of Juxie's team as Screaming Seagulls contest as best they can with no medic. They are not going to win this war of attrition, though. They have to back out. A spoon comes out from Juxie, getting Eco 2. Piggies finishes him off. They recontest this mid here, but without the medic, it's going to be quite tough. Rohi goes in for an all-or-nothing damage play, and he actually gets out pretty well. Fragging against Hiley. Gage comes in for the support. Lights a guy on fire, dies. Rohi is healing up at the dispenser, which I think is still being built. Meanwhile, Fish is in. Fish is gone. Rohi recontests. He's getting attacked by a spy man. Well, our spy man's attacking the engineer. See a big play from Piggies. Piggies getting what he can, but that's going to be round 2 to Juxie's team. And that will be the first half. Alright, into half number 2. Screaming Seagulls versus Juxie's team. We'll see what kind of a beginning we see from Rohi. Likely a spam out mid. Jeff from My Name is Jeff running up to Bathhouse to hopefully get some damage in. It's huge. He's just shredding the enemies he sees before his very eyes. The pyro goes down. Meanwhile, blue combo's pushing up on the point here. Fighting against Rohi, Mig, and the rest of the red team combo. Ethan with a really aggressive play up here. Was not expecting the wraparound engineer, who frankly I don't think anyone's expected. And the engineer goes down, but gets quite a bit for his patronage there. They still do have combo here with Medic, with a big support bomb from Fish, who goes down shortly thereafter. STBY going down there too. We do see Rohi on the Kritzkrieg, but with that Kritzkrieg they do go down. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't look as though that play worked out in their favor. Can they beat this heavy? They do. Surround the big man and shoot him, and it's not a lot that the big man can do. Be cool if Heavy had an unlock where everywhere he shoots, particular 90 degrees on both sides of him, he shoots a half damage beam. And so he's just he's shooting everyone. Ooh. Eco gets out with just a sliver of HP remaining. That would have been a very unfortunate time to lose your medic, though maybe not the most unfortunate. Have the STBY scouting out where they're coming from. STBY gets launched and flies through the air. Juicy gets demolished. They have no soldier, they have no demo, they have no scout on Juxie's team, as they were able to drop Screaming Seagulls' medic. Ooh, Gage goes down to the Heavy, poking him around the corner. Piggies follows him up with some damage, but the Heavy gets away. Unfortunate state of affairs. A big Uber in from Juxie's team, as Jeff is trying to deal with the scout, who is a very scary nuisance. Surround the big man, there's not a lot you can do. It looks like the Screaming Seagulls are getting extremely split up here in these fights. Disjointed in the best of times. Some big damage onto Hiley there. Half his HP gone in an instant from a pipe from Rohi Mig. Rohi versus a scout. You never want to see the demo go up against a scout, but Rohi's known to make these things happen. We have the whole Screaming Seagulls combo plus Jeff plus Ethan rushing up on a point together. This might be the push they need to take this point. There's not a lot of pressure from Juxie's team, but they have just enough people to get the medic and damage on the whole combo. That's going to be stifling their push, that's for certain. Heavy goes down to the STBY in the back lines. It's a very hyper-aggressive pincer team playing from Juxie's. A big bomb in from Rohi Mig. Is he able to get much out of it? It doesn't look as though he did. We see Fish fighting the STBY, or the engineer in the back line there. Goes for the demo man too. Decides that's a bit too much to chew. Goes down to the scout on the way out. They're going to be down a soldier fighting into this next round of fighting, which would be very nice to have here if you get some soldier spam on this Heavy out in the open, but instead this Heavy just chews through the whole team. Juxie, if he turns around, he's got a very juicy view of the whole enemy team. It's just destructive beyond belief. And we see Fish running at the medic once again. It would be lovely if Fish could help try to check this soldier who's just demonstrably destroying the backlines here for the Screaming Seagulls. They really don't have anyone on the flank to watch any of their own flanks. Juxie has had unparalleled reign of this whole area, destroying everybody at the most inconvenient times. Fish is taking a fight with the sniper here in Bathhouse. And that's going to be round 3 to Juxie's team. Oh, an early jump in from Rohi Mig. Is not as worried about his HP as he is from getting the position. And that's a full team push on a point. You don't see that very often with a wraparound on Juxie's team to get into the red team's battlements. They unfortunately drop Gage and Rohi, and they're flanked by the Pyro, dropping their medic scout, their Heavy, their NG almost, and their sniper. It is a devastating wraparound play by Juxie's team. The Screaming Seagulls are going to be very hurt from that one. We see a right-hand push from the Screaming Seagulls as they try to get space here. Ethan with a nice sight line of just looks like just the pyro. They uber into the whole team pushing. They drop the medic. They drop pretty much everyone there. It is unfortunate, complete devastation for the Screaming Seagulls trying to push right side here. That heavy on battlements is a very scary person to see. You can't put a whole lot of pressure on him unless you work together on that. Now they're doing a really aggressive forward hold. This would be the time to get them if you're the Screaming Seagulls. They're completely split in a very aggressive spot. We have the wraparound here from battlements dropping the blue medic. The blue pyro is shortly to go down. Mini Sentry finishes off Piggies. Jump onto the scout, onto the medic, but is not successful. There's a spy behind! No! Oh, it's dreadful. But you do have a superior number of players alive for the Screaming Seagulls. And as such, it looks like this point will go to the Screaming Seagulls, hopefully not denying their medic and their medic's up. I just want to cap that, yep. You got players coming back now on the side of Jukesie's team. You're a little bit unhealthy as the medic's respawning, but as long as they can keep players in position and keep Bathhouse, then it will be looking pretty good. But in comes Jukesy, decimating Fish, with the scout, of course. And now they've lost Bathhouse. They've lost their top of point presence. They've lost HP from that soldier bomb there. Jeff is fighting this flank all by his lonesome there. That's a really tough position to be holding on your own. Piggies is in to help, but Piggies is unhealthy and goes down to a headshot. Jeff is unfortunately going to go down to the spy once again. And then meanwhile, we've got the combo trying to make amends, but it's just Rohi versus the world. And unfortunately, the world isn't very kind to him on this particular day. Oh, Piggies drops the medic, giving uber advantage to the Screaming Seagulls by probably about 30% here as they push up from ruins. All they want to do is keep the medic alive, get one big uber push, hold Bathhouse and hold point. And, you know, they can win this round, make a comeback, but they don't want to be dropping players unless they have to. They don't want to be losing much. They want to be able to get this uber up. They want to be able to stop this aggression coming in, but it's going to be a wraparound play. They lose Gage. They almost lose Rohi. Rohi's too damaged to contest this. Ethan getting shots. Gage making some great pressure. And Screaming Seagulls do capture the point. Unfortunately, they lose their sniper there to a spy. Jeff is being kept alive just with the skin of his teeth. Red Charge, scared out of his life, lives thanks to the support from the spy. Excellent coordination there. Now, you don't like to be on that low ground here if you don't have to be, but it looks like they're keeping enough pressure on. We have a great wraparound together with Fish and Jeff. Unfortunately, goes down to the engineer, but that playing together in that door is exactly what you want to see. They have an uber in to clean up players, but most of the blue team, most of Jukesy's team is out of there. And that's going to give full uber advantage to Jukesy's team, which is a scary thought to have. Now, they are limited in players. They're holding Bathhouse, but they're waiting for spawners. They're a little bit weak. However, Jukesy's team is very slow on this rollout and disjointed themselves, so it looks as though Screaming Seagulls will get their players back before Jukesy's team can make too much of a thing. They got Heavy and Head Glitch. It's a scary spot to see Heavy. Fish dies somewhere. Gage, low HP, is trying to stop the Uber. He is unable to do so. We want to see Rohi getting some big damage here with Jeff as a support. Huge damage indeed. Jeff winning Bathhouse on his own almost. Taking a sandwich much needed. Rohi went down, I think. Yeah, it looks to be. And it looks like Jukesy's team has taken the point back. That's what happens when they come in with full Uber ad, but it still hurts to see. And that's going to be week week 5 or 6. Week 6? Week 7? I don't know what week it is, but that's going to be week whatever it is, not to the Screaming Seagulls.